I take care of the place while the master is away.
Now, when it comes to creepy people, Nick Bravo comes to mind. There are several others, but there's one in particular that is just so creepy. If you watch one of his videos, you end up having to take a shower. That's how creepy and nasty this guy is. But anyway, I got some receipts, and I would like to share these receipts with you. So let's get started with the first receipt. Now, if you look at these comments by Roger Brown here, the first one is something stupid about his cat. Don't really care about that comment. But if you look at the other one down at the bottom, down towards the bottom, it says, "My name and my channel are both banned on Reddit for making fun of a 600-pound woman and her gaining of 250 pounds on her weight loss channel." Now, see, this is what he's admitted that he got. I never go to Reddit, but I've never even been on Reddit, to tell you the truth. But he got banned from there for doing what he does. See, this is what Roger does. He looks for women, stalks them, and then harasses them. He tries to find women who are vulnerable and have low self-esteem for some issue. A lot of them eating disorders. He likes to make fun of people who have eating disorders. He fat shames them. This 600-pound woman that he's talking about is a woman that lives near him that he has stalked and harassed for years, causing this woman a lot of grief. And Roger thinks it's just fine. That's how people act. Now, let's continue on to the next receipt. Now, this woman here, I have checked up on her, and she's a woman who has a medical condition, and because of her medical condition, she has to wear diapers. Now, it isn't her fault. It's something maybe she's born with. I don't know the whole medical history, but she does have to wear diapers. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, But first he talks about Pansy Gretzky is on. He thinks he's a 3-year-old girl and wears diapers. Much more entertaining than this. Now, Mrs. Gronsky, which is an old man who tries to act like he's a little girl, it's one of his sexual fetishes, and that's your thing. That's your thing. But this woman here in this picture, and I cannot recall her name. I did know it at one time, but she never did anything to Roger, never said anything about Roger. Roger pounced on her like a shark smells blood in water. He goes right after her. This is a woman who is vulnerable, who has medical issues, so that prompts Roger to ridicule. Roger makes fun of her quite often. It is sickening if you ask me. Now, as a veteran, this one pisses me off. He's done this a lot. Yeah, I don't think he's done it recently because he's been called out on it by me and other veterans. We do not like valor thieves. Well, Roger is a valor thief. Now, this thread is Roger saying a bunch of stupid stuff, but I want you to pay attention to the top one up here, and I'll read it for you, okay? all my family is dead, you idiot. I live in total isolation in the country because of my compact introduced PSD. The first thing that went through my mind was relies on with children showing their impressed carnal desires. Get therapy. I don't know what most of the shit he's talking about here, because I don't know what the other conversation he's reacting to. But I do know that he does not have combat, has never been in combat, and does not have PTSD. He lives in the country because he's a bum, and he inherited a farm that he's not taken care of, and that is now dilapidated, and basically a building that should be condemned. But that's Roger for you. He's a valor thief. Combat peace. He couldn't even make it through boot camp, that dumbass. I mean, he's too much of a pussy to ever be in the military. So the background of this next one is there was a woman who drove way out of her way to help him out. And drove like 6 hours or something like that to help Roger out. And she bought him some clothes and a bunch of things, rented a hotel so he could take a shower, and, and she bought a phone, and then when Roger was being nasty to her, she decided not to give him the phone, but he took the phone anyway, and now he was upset that she wouldn't activate the phone for him. So let's read what he wrote. Now, here it is. He's talking to the person's daughter of the person he stole the phone from. Tell your mom the vid passes, but privacy concerns. I saw that careful. I don't know what the fuck that all is saying. This morning, your mother attacked my phone again, leaving me with no way to communicate. Being disabled, I have been trying to hurt her emotionally, but that's now is going to change. I'm telling the internet everything. See, he always uses disabled excuses. People are supposed to do things for him because he's disabled. Well, he makes fun of disabled people, but then he expects other people to take care of him because he's disabled. Seems like he got a double standard, and I think there's some threats here too. He's threatened to hurt her, and then he's going to tell the internet everything, which really means he's going to lie about her on the internet, which he does frequently. I know who this woman is, and he does lie about her and make up some awful shit about her. For what? A woman that tried to help him, and he didn't think she helped him enough? This next one exposes one of Roger's creepy stalker techniques. Now, this one here, let me just read the first part of it. Roger Brown is a total creep. He should leave my husband alone and stop calling him on everywhere and while claiming whatever he's claiming, okay? Let's just go into that Roger Brown's calling this woman's husband. That's what Roger Brown does. When he has a problem with someone, he contacts their family members, their wives, even children. Jimbo, he went after Jimbo's wife, and now he's going after Jimbo's children. That's what Roger Brown does. That's how creepy he is. He stalks married women even, and when they do not want him, he goes after them and calls their husbands. He tries to disrupt their personal life. That's Roger Brown for you. Well, that's all I have for you right now, because I can only upload 15-minute videos on this channel. So, and I don't put these kind of videos on my main channel. So, sometime in the future, I will show some more receipts of Roger Brownstein and his creepiness, and receipts to prove that he is a creepy stalker and a valor thief and a man who picks on vulnerable women. Because you ever heard the story, men don't fight women? Well, Roger Brown, he he doesn't care. Roger Brown, he fights women because he's not man enough to go after a man. That's right. He won't go after Torgo because he's not man enough to.
Mike, I'm scared. It's getting dark.
Well, Torgo, which way is out of here? There is no way out of here. It will be dark soon. There is no way out of here.
No way out. No way out.